Hello, beautiful people, wonderful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Comfortudo, and this is Gist with Comfy. So, on this particular video, I'm just going to let you guys watch what is currently going on. As you already know, still on the election matters. Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar of the PDP have taken INEC and the candidate of the APC to court. And yes, INEC just came out with the information that they want to configure the BAVS machine. And these lawyers for each of these parties are now telling them that configuring this BAVS machine is going to take away the evidence that they are looking for, which is stored in the BAVS machine. So INEC, they're still insisting that they have to use the BAVS for the governorship election and they need it to be configured. So at this point, I'm just going to let you guys watch the video yourself and do well to drop your comment in the comment section.
You're opposing the order from the barring the order rather.
Well, there are two applications of interest. The one is the application brought by INEC to vary the order, according to them, that the order which enabled us to scan the ballot papers will expose the identity of our voters and persons they have voted for. But we're saying that that is not the objective of the applicants, that all we needed to do was to verify that they were actually thumb impressions and things like that. We have no interest whatsoever in determining who voted for who. I mean, how can you even begin to search that among the millions of people that voted? So it's really pedestrian as far as we are concerned and diversionary. Then the other application, which is of utmost importance, is that the INEC intends to proceed to reconfigure the BAVS machines. And what that means is that they intend to wipe out the accreditation data captured for the presidential election. And that is really huge. My experience in the Osun State election was that the upload to the back-end server, especially the one that was that was obtained earlier, did not contain all the information. Now, in order to get the real information on accredited voters, we had to go to the BAVS machines themselves, and we got the order of the tribunal to enable us to do that. And once we did that, there was no overvoting at all. So in this situation, what they are actually seeking to do is to wipe out that vital physical evidence, which is the most reliable evidence of accreditation data. And if that is wiped out, then all the petitions will be in jeopardy. So it's actually a very, very important, perhaps the most important part of the election petition series in this dispensation.
But the INEC has said that the timing is very short, given that they need to reconfigure it before Saturday. Do you have a problem with that? What do you think?
First of all, you have to look at the importance of the presidential election and the importance of the votes cast and then the integrity of the process. I believe the issue of time should not be of any relevance, and they can always postpone an election. This won't be the first time an election would have been postponed in Nigeria.
Absolutely. Many thanks, sir. So see you tomorrow.
What are the issues in these proceedings that have just been adjourned till tomorrow?
Okay, actually, a few days back, the Honorable Court granted Atiku Abubakar and PDP the indulgence to inspect the BAVS machine content and every other material that was used for the election, the presidential election. And shortly after that was granted, INEC felt there was a need to vary that order. And they now brought the application that the court dealt with now. They are seeking to get the court to order that the BAVS machine, which was used in conducting the election, that our scrutiny will not go to it. And indeed, that for them to conduct the election of Saturday, that they need tomorrow and next to flush off the data in the BAVS machine so that they can use it for the election coming up on Saturday. And there you see the trick. Atiku Abubakar says he won the election. Atiku Abubakar and PDP, they say that if you reconcile the result sheets that they have from emanating from polling units, if you reconcile it with the content of the BAVS machine, that it will be very obvious that he won the election. Now, INEC that conducted that election and refused to upload it on the day of election has said that the only primary source of Atiku's inquisition, that it should be flushed out so that they will reconfigure the machines for the election on Saturday. So you can now begin to see where the game is going to. And we're saying no, that should not be done. And we want to tell this court, we want to demonstrate it to this honorable court tomorrow. We've been told to come back tomorrow, that what the application INEC is, the application INEC has brought to this honorable court seeks to destroy the rest, to destroy the evidence with which Atiku Abubakar and the PDP will prove their petition. And that is where we are. And you also ask yourself, is INEC waking up today to know that they need the BAVS machine flushed in their language so that they will reconfigure it? Were they not aware of this when they planned the timetable and said the governorship and the House of Assembly election will take place 2 weeks after the presidential election? What was on their mind when they configured that timetable? Did they not know that they will need a clean BAVS? Do they not know that whoever feels aggrieved in the presidential election and National Assembly elections will find recourse to the data in the BAVS machine? That is where we find ourselves. And we're saying no, that should not be. But it is left for the court after taking the application tomorrow to rule whether the INEC application has merit and is in good faith or not.
Affidavit that was signed by Ipeazuanko. Would you like to give us the reasons why on camera? On the configuration?
Configuration of, well, you see, primarily, Labour Party and PDP, they are seeking for evidence to file election petition. They have not yet filed any election petition. They're just looking for evidence. But we believed they have more than sufficient evidence to file election petition. Why? Because they have representation in all the polling units during the presidential election. And we all know that the foundation of any election is the results of the polling unit. We deployed BAVS devices for the 2023 election. Each device is configured to cover a particular polling unit. It has its data. What it contains is that the accreditation data for each that polling unit. And as well, we know after the result has been identified in each polling unit, result written, the BAVS machine will snap the result sheet and send it to our RF portal, which of any dispute we refer to that particular polling unit and download the picture of that result sheet. That is the essence of that RF portal. The application by Labour Party, as brought by my learned brother, SAN, he wants an order of the court to stop us from configuring the BAVS devices for the governorship election until they finish the inspection of the devices. And we informed the court that we have over 170-something thousand of the BAVS devices. We need to configure them for the March 11 governorship election, state governorship and state houses assembly election. So here they want to file a petition. They are not a file a petition, and they want the court to stop us from conducting the election on the 11th of March, pending when they will have finished the inspection of the BAVS devices. And in any event, they have not even shown from the application how long will it take them to inspect and come up with whatever they want to come up with it. So you could see that I don't know the intention. How long will it take them to inspect and come up with whatever they want to come up with it? So you could see that, I don't know the intention, but we have a constitutional responsibility that is to conduct the governorship and state houses assembly election, or else we'll run into constitutional crisis.
Okay, well, one of the concerns of the Labour Party and of course the PDP,
Yes,
is that by reconfiguring the machines,
yes.
you would flush out the evidence which they intend to rely on to prosecute their case. So,
Yes, we
what do you have to say?
we informed the courts that we responded in our by counter affidavit, and we assured the court that no data will be lost by configuring the machine, because we have our cloud, we saw it in our cloud, and in fact that's why when they filed their counter affidavit, we reviewed their counter affidavit. They have not properly responded. They have not, in other words, they have not said that what we told them, what we have forced by our expert, that is not a position. We countered it. They have not filed further affidavit to say that yes, because what we did, we assured them, and indeed the court, that no data would be lost in the process of configuration, because our cloud, we store all the data of the accreditation of because our cloud, we store all the data of the accreditation of February 25th presidential election. So that is the position. Yes.
INEC honestly is a match in credibility crisis. And there's doubt too that maybe what will be uploaded in your server may not be what is in the BAVS. If we are to address this issue of credibility, would it not be better to postpone the governorship election so that wherever there will be doubt will be cleared?
Well, I don't know where you get that issue of credibility issue. We know both the international observers and the national observers, they have appraised the election. And you see, credibility is not an imaginary thing. The election was conducted on the 25th of February. It was peacefully conducted. I believe you are at the polling unit. You saw how the BAVS worked. It's very fast. It admits not a person that is not registered there. So I don't know the issue of credibility is perception. It may be by your perception that that's, but the Commonwealth observers are issued the court. So that is it.